Good afternoon, everybody. We're here with BeReferred.com. I'm Jesus Bustillos. This is Mr. David Cevallos with Nuestra Comunidad newspaper. And it's a blessing to be able to be here with you today. And we're going to jump right into having him tell us a little of what he's done over the last couple of decades that he's been in business and helping build out not just the communities that he's served in, but what he's doing now in El Paso. So with that, Mr. David Cevallos, good afternoon. Good to see you again.
Good afternoon, Jesus.
Would you please tell us a little bit about what you've been doing here in our community, what La Comunidad, Nuestra Comunidad, forgive me, is all about?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you, Jesus, for giving me this opportunity to talk to, again, the individuals in the network. And what we've been doing here in El Paso for the past 4 years, the same thing that we've been doing in Oklahoma City for the past 16 years. We've launched a newspaper, it's a bilingual newspaper. It's called Nuestra Comunidad, which translates to obviously our community. And we've also started a English section called Family First. And the reason we started this publication in Oklahoma City 16 years ago was to empower the Hispanic community and serve the bilingual needs and also the businesses that were there. I moved here with my family. My wife is from El Paso. Graduate from UTEP 4 years ago when we found out that we were going to have our beautiful little girl, our first daughter. We moved here to El Paso. This was her home turf, and it just seemed like a natural fit. 80% Hispanic, 50% of that is still permanently bilingual, so that gave me the opportunity to launch the newspaper here in El Paso. It's been a great success. The community's really welcomed it. And we cover social issues that affect the lives of our readers. We also have a little bit of everything for families.
Now, how did you get to the position that you're in now? I mean, what were some of the strengths or excuse me, trials and tribulations that you had to go through to get to where you're at now as a publication?
Well, I think in any entrepreneur, any business owners, and you know this from being in business and running several businesses plus the insurance, it's very competitive. You have to persevere. You have to have a good network of peers around you, good mentors. You want to make sure that you laid out your plans successfully. You revise them quite often. But more importantly than anything, I think, is making sure that you have the support from your family and the support of the community. Hence the name of the publication is Nuestra Comunidad. I wouldn't be able to be here if it wasn't for the community members, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my family members as well. So to answer your question, I think the secret to our success has been making sure that we take care of our advertisers, making sure that we take care of our readers first, and follow through with our mission statement, which is to provide local news that's important to the community. And our objective is to promote good products and services within the community. We stand beside our word. 16 years of publication is no small feat. As you've seen that the print is a dying art, we're actually expanding and growing to other states. So it's an honor and a privilege to be able to call myself a publisher in this state.
What would you say has been one of the most impactful personal lessons that you've learned about yourself through this journey that you've gone on now, in the last 15 years that you've been a publisher? What would you say has been one of those most impactful lessons that you've learned about yourself?
I think as a publisher, especially in print, you're under the microscope, you're criticized quite a bit, and you learn to admit mistakes because, again, they're in black and white. You get to see them every single day, and you make mistakes every single day, every single month. You can see the errors that you've made, be it misspelled or just one way or another, something's gone wrong. And what I've learned is that you have to roll with the punches.
Where do you see yourself in the next few years? I mean, where would you like to see Nuestra Comunidad, the publication, get to over the next 5, maybe 10 years?
Well, again, Nuestra Comunidad translates to our community, so I would like to see other individuals that have the same initiative, that want to see their community grow, they want to see their community improve financially, and empower them, again, more to educate their community about what it means to be a community. It'd be nice to be able to have mentor other individuals to start up other communities, newspapers, you know, we're so close to maybe Sunland Park, having other individuals pick up that publication. Las Cruces. We've had other individuals that have worked with us throughout the years, and they've moved on to other states, Florida, Hawaii, Chicago, New York, where they had an interest of starting a small community newspaper. And so ideally it'd be nice to have other franchises or other little forms of Nuestra Comunidad publishing and being printed in other communities. But 10 years from now, I also would like to see myself, I only have one little girl, Skylar, who's 4, she just turned 4 maybe. I would like to have 2 or 3 more little kids, a couple boys, maybe a little David Jr. out there, so I can have someone that I could also leave my legacy and do the same thing that my father did for me and then impact his life. My daughter, again, she's everything I have, and my wife, so whatever life brings us, you know, 10 years from now, I'll make sure that they're put first, that their needs are met, and understand that they're always going to be my first priority. So for some reason, if flight takes me somewhere else because of my wife's needs and because of my daughter's needs, then I will become part of the community of wherever we're at.
Wow. Well, it's been a blessing and a pleasure and an honor to sit here with you today and conduct this interview with the El Paso Business Network. Again, I'm Jesus Bustillos. This interview will be viewed on our network in the LinkedIn groups at El Paso Business Network. And you can get more information from Mr. David Cevallos at the Nuestra Comunidad newspaper. And here you have it, folks. The man, the publisher, the member of the community heavily involved in helping to grow this region. And again, thanks to you for today.
Thank you, Jesus.
Absolutely.